Steinhoff here, back with another talk about ism. Today's I'm going to talk about theism because it's only fair. I did come after atheism a little bit there. You know, I have to tell you though, not that I care that much. Just you know, I wanted to make sure there's a definition out there because I mean I noticed a lot of atheists go back and forth between each other, even about it. But anyway, that being said, theism, okay, that's the belief in a God or gods created the universe and everything in it, and now this is important, have an active role in it through revelation or whatnot. Now, basically, here's the thing: there's obviously a lot of branches of theism. So basically, we're going to end up talking about Christianity because that's really the predominant theistic view that's adhered to. Obviously, it's a monotheistic view. It adopted the God of the Hebrews, the Yahweh, which, interestingly enough, Hebrews were not monotheistic; they were henotheistic. They actually believed in many gods, but that Yahweh was above. He was the top dog. So anyway, Christianity. I don't even know. It's hard to even start going. I mean, it all began in Catholicism. You know what I mean? And thinly veiled sun worship, very pagan. I was actually going to go ahead and share with folks. I was actually born into the old death cult. There, I was a Baptist Christian. My grandfather was a minister. My dad went to seminary school. Even actually lived. This is, boy, you want to talk about evil. My dad actually worked for Bob Jones University for a time, so I went to school there for a little minute when I was young, 7th and 8th grade. Wow, those people. Here's the thing, Christianity is actually, in idea, it's actually a pretty good religion, but it's just too bad nobody actually follows it. Most Christians are really not very nice people. They go against everything that they're supposed to inculcate. Judge not lest you be judged. I mean, you couldn't find a more judgmental group of people, I don't think. Love thy neighbor, forget about it. These people are too busy telling everybody else they're going to hell. I mean, and my thing is this. It's all well. Anything's well and good. Whatever belief you got, is hunky dory. As long as you're not going out there and shoving it down people's throat, okay, and if it doesn't make you hostile towards the rest of the world, like, here's something that Christians could actually do with a little esoteric teaching. He who knows does not speak, and he who speaks does not know. You see, and basically what that means is, who are you trying to convince, me or you? The more you fucking blather on, the more you go on and on. Trying to convince other people, what you're really doing is saying to yourself, man, if I can convince them, then I must really believe it. You see, there's a vacuous hole in there because, it's pretty hard to swallow a lot of this dogma. I personally, it was wild when I, got to be about 13 or so and started kind of, obviously had a lot of questions. I mean, there's a lot of flawed, things just don't make sense, And that's really things. A lot of that's not making sense is issues with translation and the people who were involved in the translation, and I mean, as recently as like the 40s, I think a group of Jews got together with a group of Christians, leading Christians at the time, and they went in and chopped out phrases out of the New Testament and stuff like that that were like unsensitive to Jews or whatever. Which that's a whole nother thing, which I'm not even going to get into right now. But you can't. Incidentally, that whole anti-Semitic league is hilarious because the more I find out, they don't even have any Semitism in their blood. It's all been bred out. Anyway, that's a digression. So anyway, where was I at? I'll be right back.